What up guys, the Delta 016 here with a very special episode of the Connects Armory. Some of you may recognise this weapon. This was the Enfield from Black Ops 2, which I think was episode 3 of series 1 for the Connects Armory, which was filmed last year. It seems ages away. What this is going to be how to make it. Because I've been getting a lot of feedback off of people on my PlayStation network list of friends, my friends at school. I've had a couple of requests on YouTube, and so I'm going to show you how to make the Enfield from Black Ops. But first, we're going to do a checklist. Okay, so here's the checklist. This is a fairly messy build, as you can see, but you will need 28 orange connectors. I apologise for the brown ones, they came from a different set, and they're also just the first ones I pull out of the box. You need 4 yellow connectors, they look like that, 180 degrees kind of thing. You can slot 5 sticks in. You'll need 6 red right angle connectors, 4 grey 2-slot connectors, 1 grey 1-slot connector, 1 green connector, 2 blue and purple connectors, in other words they look like that. That is purple, I don't know if you can tell on the video, but they slot in like that so you can do that without having to put sticks through the holes. You need 2 blue connectors, that's what they look like without the purple in. They have a slot in there. The purple ones have the same one, but they look like the yellow connectors, just missing 1 slot. And you'll also need 7 white connectors. Again, the black ones came from a different set. So that's that. That's the connectors. Oh, by the way, 1 little black connector. It will slot in with the connectors, but at the same time, it can have a stick go along there. And you'll see why this is essential for the build. For the sticks, you need 5 blue ones, 5 blue sticks, 9 red sticks. Again, these are slightly metallic green because they came from a different set. What else do we need? We need 14 green. That black one, again, different set, and he becomes the trigger, if I remember. 18 yellow sticks. They're grey because, again, they come from a different set. 7 white sticks. 5 grey sticks. These are the longest sticks in Connects. The box that I got only came with 4. I do have an extra 2, but we only need an extra 1 for this build. And 2 orange sticks. These came from a different set. I believe they were called the Reconstructors. But you can always use 2 extra red sticks. They are about the right length, the same length as a red stick, so you can always substitute that. There is this that came from a Connects robotic bug set, and that fits into the middle of the magazine. Again, you don't have to have this. You can always just put in an extra blue stick to into the magazine. It just makes it more sturdy so that it's not wobbling around when you grab it. So that's all you'll need. Let's get on to the build. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is obviously make the body, otherwise we've got nothing to put together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 4 grey sticks, the longest sticks in the Connect set. And then we also take a white connector, and this is how you do it. First, put one of the sticks in so that it's at the bottom, and then you put another one exactly opposite of it, so you have basically that, and then you rotate it and do the same with the other 2 sticks. Now, as you've seen in the design, we're having it like that, we're not having it like that, so in a square almost rather than a diamond. Next thing we do is we'll take another white connector. I'm sorry for the broken bit there, it happened when I was younger, but it doesn't conflict with the Connects Armory. So we put that in, again, the same design. I'm avoiding putting any sticks in the broken bit, but hopefully you won't have any broken bits. So we slide that, and we have quite a big stick. In fact, for my hands, it fits 2 and probably an extra 2 fingers in there. So there's the main body, the first part of the main body. Next, we take 4 red sticks, as well as 4 connectors, 4 orange connectors. Now they've got 2 slots either side. That's good for making a single line. So what we do, we put those orange connectors on the grey sticks, either end. It doesn't matter which end you put it on, as it will not, again, conflict with the actual design. And then we put the red sticks onto the spare slot. And there's that. Next, because obviously for a bullpup, that's still quite small. So what we need to do is we need to make it longer. So again, take another white connector. It's black in this case because, as I've said, it came from a different set. I just use any connects that I can find to make these models, and if I can't make them, I don't make them. I don't film them. So we do that. Then we take another 4 orange connectors. Whoops. And we take 4 yellow yellow sticks. And same as with the red sticks, we put the orange connectors on. Sorry, I'm putting them on the wrong place. Don't do what I've just done. You put them on the red sticks. Like so. And then we put the yellow sticks in there. For this first bit, we're just making the top part of the body. And then, to finish it off, another white connector, and we stick that in like that, and that's the top part of the body. Okay, so we got the top part of the body. Now we need to make it thicker, because this is good for the E11 that I made, but it's not good for a bullpup weapon. A bullpup is quite thick, but at the same time quite compact. So we need to make the bottom part of the body. So what we're going to do for this, we're going to do something different for this. For the top part, we were going from the front back, so we're going to go from the back to the front. So we take 4 yellow sticks, and what we're going to do, take a white connector, and we're going to do what we did with all the others with these. So click them in like that, so that there's a space between each one. And then we're going to take a green connector, a green stick rather, like that, and we're going to stick it into the bottom of the other one. So we have it like that. And we're going to add something else to it. Take another green stick, put it on the bottom of that one, take a grey 2-slot connector, stick it in there, and a blue stick, stick it in there so that it's going through the middle. That's the basics of the stock design. And we take 4 more orange connectors. We have a lot more orange connectors than any other connectors in this build, but it might be different for others. So you stick them in again on the sticks, like so. We take another white connector, or again, in my case it's black, and we take, 4 more red sticks. I'm sorry to have to keep reminding you, but the different colours are because they come from different sets. Again, I use them wherever I can, wherever I can find them. And then, so we have them like that, but we're going to take the 5th one, and we're going to stick it between 2 of them. So we have that. And then, we're going to have that stick, the middle one, on the bottom. So, we take a green stick, stick it opposite of that, we stick it into there, and then with these, we connect them up. It does get a bit fiddly. You might want to model this differently, but this is how I'm doing it. So we have that. Now, we take 4 more orange sticks. Before long, I'm just going to have to say, you know, look what I'm doing. We do that, stick them in. Before I go any further with this, we are then also going to take a red right angle connector. We're going to stick it in right there. Again, this is fiddly, model this however you want once you've got a bit of practice. So you stick it in there and you slide it to the very end, because this is where the mag's going to go, and we're going to make a little bit to go with that. So we take the little black stick connector, whatever you want to call it, we stick it in there, we'll slide that along. Take another grey 2 slot, stick that there, and take a white stick, stick that in there. So you have that basic design. The magazine will slide in along there. Okay, now we take, ideally you want to take 8 sticks, but first we're going to take 4 yellow sticks, and we're going to get one of the blue purple connector combos, stick them in there, like so. And it doesn't matter which side you stick in, whether it's the purple or the blue, but you've got to stick it in to there. Does that count? Sorry. And then you put the yellow sticks in there. Again, this can get fiddly. A lot of my models are simple, but they can be fiddly. But again, you'll get practice when you keep making these. I've got practice because I have made these, and also because these are my models. So we have that. Just watch what I'm doing. 4 more orange connectors. Stick them into those yellow slots, like this. 4 more yellow sticks, and into the other hole, long, like that. And then you take the last blue purple combo and you stick them in there, like this. Now before we go any further with this, even though this is the last bit at the bottom of the body, so you have it quite thick now. I got the designs on the computer. We're going to add in the trigger. First and foremost, I have the purple at the back round the wrong way. And he's not coming out. Yes, he is. What you want to do is you want to have these purple connectors facing each other. So you have that, and you'll see why. Okay, so sorry, but I'm gonna have to show you quickly how to make the trigger, because the camera cut out on me while I was doing that. That's the finished product. So you need to use the 2 yellow connectors, stick them together with 1 green stick, put another green stick on the other end, a white stick, orange connector, and green stick, put another green stick there so you have the trigger. The 2 remaining yellow sticks you put on an angle, but they're facing backwards, and then you put the grey 2 slot at the back, the green connector at the back, at the front, and connect them together with the green stick. Putting them into the body, you put them in the purple connectors, like so, so that the angle of the pistol grip is facing backwards. So you have a nice bullpup design. And whoops, I'm hooked. Don't ask about the bandage. I might explain it, but part of me doesn't want to. But hey. So we're going to extend this a bit more, because obviously the Enfield in Black Ops has a barrel. Can you see a barrel on there? Because I don't. So what we're going to do, I have to strengthen it up, we're going to add the front bit there, because there's no top bit, it's only the bottom. So what we do, we take 4 more orange connectors, and we stick them on the yellow sticks by the blue and purple connector combo. Next, we take our 4 remaining blue sticks and we stick them into those connectors, like so. Now we take our last white connector, round connector, I'm holding this between my legs, and we stick those sticks in correspondingly, and then extend that out. So we have the basics of it. Now we need to add the under guard, because obviously the front guard isn't that flat. It's kind of bulging out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 blue connectors and our 2 orange sticks. Again, you can substitute these with red sticks because they're about the same length. And what you do, if you're using the orange sticks, you'll see there's a little bit of a notch which the connector can't connect on. It can go around it, but it won't hold it in place. So, and we have the little slot facing upwards, and we stick that little notch like that with both sticks. So we have that. And do the same with the blue connector, the other one. Stick them in like so. So we have that, and that's handy because they won't budge. As you can see, they're not budging, so they won't slide around. And we want to stick them in right there. You stick the front one in there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. And click them in. I slide it forward a bit, and then slide or stick, whatever term you want to use, those last 2 in at the back, and slide that back until it won't go any further. And there you've got the basic foregrip. For the barrel, you take your last grey stick, stick it in the top there, and slide it back as far as it will go. So you have the foregrip and the barrel. And that's that bit. Okay, finally we're going to move on to the smaller details of the weapon. So first we're going to do the iron sights, because we need those, otherwise we're blind. So what we need to do is we need to take a red connector and stick it on the bottom of the 2 grey sticks. And this gets a bit fiddly, the weapon's going to get squished, but you should be able to get it in. And slide it forward so that it's just on the edge of the front purple connector. Next, take a green stick and an orange connector, stick them together, and stick that into the red connector. So you have the front post of the iron sights. Sorry, my accent comes through a bit too much. Now we need to take another green stick and our only grey 1 slot, stick them together and stick them there, so that you have, I don't know if you can see this, the iron sights of your Enfield. Next we're going to make the cocking handle, the bolt, which goes along here, and I've actually got my design wrong. You actually need to take another red connector and stick that together and put it at the other end of that on those red sticks and slide it forward to the orange connectors. Sorry if you had followed that and you had to make a revision, but this is my first how-to video, so I'm bound to mess it up. But you will need another red connector, and you need to stick that on the grey sticks at the top part. The reason for that is because that will be where you'll put the SUSAT scope, the Enfield's own design of the ACOG. Now onto the bolt, which will go along here, because it's at the back just above the magazine. And for that, you need your last grey 2 slot and a white stick. Stick it like that, it can go in either one, but it has to be on that angle so it slides. So it then slots in right there, so that the white stick is kind of pointing out. And you clip that in, and then you have the working bolt, which in the Black Ops Reload is like that. 2 fingers to slide it back, and then they're ready to fire. Now next, we're going to make the magazine now. So you need to take your last 2 yellow connectors. A white stick bridges that gap. With your last two red connectors, you do the same thing, bridge the gap with the white stick. Put the two green sticks in either the red or yellow connectors, either way, and you're going to get it in like that. You don't actually need that. I wasn't thinking of the design. The magazine that did have that in was just reused from the SMR video. And finally, you don't need these. But for this video's case, we're going to put them in. Depends on how long it's going to be. It's going to be quite long, but you know, who cares? So that you have that, and you stick that in along that bottom red stick. So that you have that. And there you have it. You have just made the Black Ops Enfield bullpup assault rifle. Now, like I said, you didn't need that in the end, but you can substitute those white sticks for green sticks to make it a bit shorter, make the magazine a bit shorter, or you could substitute those with just red connectors to make it shorter anyway. And like I said, you can substitute the orange sticks for red sticks because they're the same length, and that's that. I'm not going to make the show you how to make the dual mags. I'll do that at a later state. And the ACOG is going to be pretty simple. You just need 4 yellow sticks and 2 white connectors with green sticks in the bottom of each one. You need to take that out and you slot them in to those. And obviously take the front post off, and you have your ACOGs or SUSATs clear line of sight. So there we are. The Call of Duty Black Ops Enfield assault rifle, which laid the foundations for the modern day British SA-80 assault rifle. This has been the Delta 016 in the first of the how-to videos. Keep your head on the swivel. Dismissed.